Alcohol, guns, and drugs were seized and 2 men arrested as the result of a search warrant served by Salt Lake police at the New Yorker nightclub.
Current and former investigators spoke with Fox 13 News reporter Chris Arnold about the raid and the months-long investigation that led up to it.
Recognize we can't tolerate this, and we haven't tolerated it to begin with.
This was the scene outside of the New Yorker around 1 o'clock Saturday morning as Salt Lake City Police and Salt Lake City Fire executed a search warrant on the nightclub.
We were able to recover 4 guns, over 100 bottles of alcohol, some cash, cocaine, and marijuana. 2 men, 24-year-old Cody Valdez and 24-year-old Fetuao Fesitua, were arrested and booked into jail on charges of unlawful drug possession with the intent to distribute and the illegal possession of a firearm. Salt Lake City Police Sergeant Mark Wine says in June the department began a criminal investigation related to alleged conduct inside the venue, where there was a nexus to the New Yorker where people would get extremely intoxicated and it would roll out into the parking lot where people would get into fights, and resort to the violence where they would be pulling out guns and shooting guns at each other.
According to data from the Salt Lake City Police Department, year-to-date as of August 20th, violent crime in District 4, where the New Yorker is located, is up nearly 4%.
The real tipping point here was when someone in our community was shot and died.
Between June 9th and July 15th, the department's enhanced patrols in the area, netting 15 arrests and seizing 6 firearms, marijuana, and cocaine, as well as conducting more than 30 traffic stops.
It heavily involved our Central Patrol Division, specifically our bike squads. They dedicated resources down there between that 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. hour to make sure that they had a presence down there, had a footprint down there to be able to help prevent and deter some of this violent crime.
Fox 13 News spoke with Mayor Aaron Mendenhall's office on Monday. They say the New Yorker has been operating in its current form since April of 2022. The city says it is licensed as a reception and venue center only, meaning they host private parties. They say per state statute, private party invitees can bring their own alcohol to consume, but the business is not allowed to charge for any alcohol.
When you have a negative atmosphere that's occurring that is resulting in violence, it drives away patrons from other businesses, from the area in general. It gives you the sense that it's unsafe to walk in this area.
Chris Burbank is a retired Salt Lake City police chief.
Well, it looks like some pretty good police work. Right? They identified a problem, actually spent some time and energy researching and making sure, because judicial review on a search warrant is not a walk in the park. They just don't hand those things out.
As I mentioned, the Salt Lake City Fire Department also assisted in executing the search warrant and deemed the building unsafe after they say it was in violation of a fire code. Now, I did reach out to the fire department to figure out what exactly that violation is and if this club is closed and for how long. I've yet to hear back at this time. In downtown Salt Lake, Chris Arnold, Fox 13 News, Utah.